Hi everyone, I'm Alexander, and this is the Boosted Break Remote, or more specifically, my V1 prototype of the Boosted Break Remote. I've been working on this for a few months, pretty much ever since my last video. And yeah, this is supposed to be a showcase video for the progress I've made with this prototype right here. It's going to showcase basically the hardware and firmware design. I also, of course, made the shell, but that won't be the focus of this video. We're going to talk more about the features, Bluetooth features, more specifically on the PCB itself. So why don't we just get right into it? I suppose first I'll do a kind of show you what the PCB looks like all the way around. So there you go. You can notice that on the front we of course have the power button and the LEDs. So that's on the front. On the back we have of course the trigger button, the magnetic sensor, the Bluetooth module, and finally the USB-C port. And oh yeah, the buzzer. Can't forget the buzzer. That's on there as well. So that's what it looks like. We can now showcase it working live. So I've got this one hooked up right here. He's actually running right away. It's important that your boosted remote actually talks to a boosted board, so why don't we show that right here. I've got this Mini X. It is already paired to that, my prototype board that's sitting right here. We are already ready to go. I can demonstrate that I can control it. My debug port is blocking the actual physical trigger at the moment, so I'm going to use basically the console from my laptop to tell the trigger to be pulled, basically. So why don't we do that right now? You can notice that the motors are now making a noise because, of course, the trigger is pulled according to what's on the Bluetooth radio. I'm going to slightly adjust the throttle position on the remote. And you can see that I am able to control the board. Maybe I'll try to get a side view, although I can't really reach it. Maybe from this view I can kind of see the white go around. There you go. So this is now possible on a remote style PCB. I'm gonna release the trigger there so we won't hear the noise anymore. But yeah, so we're talking to a board. I suppose I can also demonstrate that I can go through the speed modes just briefly. So again, I'll simulate a triple tap through the console to the remote PCB. You can hear that triple buzz to indicate that we changed speed modes. It's not very loud. That's something I want to fix with the next revision of the prototype. Can also go back down a speed mode. It's hard for me to fully demonstrate that like truly has occurred because of course I can't really ride the board as it is right now, but one thing I can show you to prove that we are talking to the board is to send the basically power off everything command. And I'm going to do that right now, and you'll notice that that green light at the bottom of the Mini X will turn off if I send the command. So I sent it. There you go. We're done. This also resets my PCB here, so it has a little animation associated with that. But nonetheless, yeah, we are talking to a boosted board with my remote. So it's pretty exciting stuff. Again, we basically kind of showcased that was possible with my last video, but now it's in a more remote-friendly form factor, if you want to call it that. Anyways, so now that we've showcased that it talks to the board, which of course I would say is the most important thing, I suppose I can also showcase a few other things. Maybe the LED control that I've written. I'm gonna take the board out. Let's put this out of the way. I'll hold it up like this, and I'm gonna send commands over the console port to get it to do stuff. So for example, we have a full sweep state of charge mode. There you go. So let's say you had 100% battery, maybe it'll look something like that. maybe you have 0.5% battery. So maybe it looks something like that. Or maybe you have very little battery, maybe 20%, might look something like that. Similarly, let's say maybe you're at 40%. So I also have the, by tens based on if the LED's on or off or blinking. I also can demonstrate that the speed mode kind of climb animation. So let's show you that. So that's like speed mode 5. We can do speed mode 3. It's a little slower. Only does it 3 times. Maybe speed mode 1. It's very slow. Only one climb. Yeah. What else can I say? Maybe like a fall down turn off animation. Let's show you that. Or no, sorry, that was the wrong button. Was it J? There you go. Yeah, there you go. So that's like a turn off animation. Yeah, just wanted to showcase kind of a few features I've been working on. Again, the most important stuff is there, but we are definitely not completely finalized. We still have some work to do. I want to make sure we have low quiescent current, and there's some work I need to do about that. Some positioning of the button and the trigger needs to be adjusted. The USB port needs to be taller such that it can actually fit in the, I think it was Mini B. Yeah, Mini B is what the original remote used. Ideally, I want this remote to be able to fit in a new, like an existing boosted remote shell, like official boosted remote shell. And then of course we've been, as I showed earlier, we've been working on 3D printing our own shells so that if you don't have an original shell, you can get one or make one yourself possibly. But yeah, so long story short, this has been, I made a lot of good progress, and we're not finished, but I think we have enough to go to show on a video. So that's what I've done here. Yeah, okay, so not to make this too long, we'll basically end the features here. Of course, I didn't accomplish this all on my own lonesome. I had a lot of help from people at my work, coworkers, and of course XR General Hospital and David Wang. So I want to, of course, shout everyone out who's basically helped me get here with this board. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to have a video coming out hopefully sooner than the distance from the last one, showcasing maybe a V2 prototype and maybe even a finalized version that we hope to release to the public. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day.